everyone, Theresa here. Today I'm going to be making some lip balms for Christmas gifts. I'm about ready to melt my beeswax, and it's 100% organic beeswax and pure unrefined shea butter. I'm about to melt that. In here I have 1/2 ounce of each. I'm not quite sure about this particular recipe that I'm using. I haven't made this particular one before, so I've got, let me move this out of the way for just a second. Now you're about to see me make a mess with these little food boogers, maybe. You see? Yes. I have 7 lip balm tubes and caps here laid out. I'm just dousing them with alcohol. You gotta make sure you get it down in there, and while everything is melting up and getting mixed up, those will dry out so that we know that they're clean. My hands and all my utensils have also been cleaned with, well, they've been washed in a bleach mixture, and they've also been cleaned with pure alcohol. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to get these, the hard oils melted so that we can come back and get it mixed up so that we can get it in the tube. Hopefully there is, excuse me, so I have a tiny bit of my cough. Hopefully I have enough tubes ready for this. If not, then I'll grab one of the other molds I have laying around and use the remainder of that for that. So I'm going to get this melted up and I'll be right back. Hello everyone, it's me again. Okay, my beeswax and shea butter have all melted up, and I'm going to add 1/2 ounce of 100% grapeseed oil that has been imported from France. And it's gonna harden up my other butters, so I'm gonna have to stir it and pop it back in the microwave for 30 seconds. Be right back. Okay, so while that's doing that, I just wanted to say that usually I don't melt my butters or waxes in the microwave, but I'm trying it this once because I've had a lot of soapers tell me that it is okay. So yeah, so I just wanted to let you know that usually I do a double boiler, and I honestly think that that's the way you should do it as well, is to do a double boiler, because I think, in my opinion, I think that gives a much better consistent melt, and that's just my opinion. And you don't run the risk of overheating any of your oils like you do with this particular method. I'm just trying to scrape some of that butter and beeswax down off the side of the cup. That's another thing. When you do a double boiler, your whole entire container is warm and holds heat, because I use, I'm going to pop this back in just for a second, but I use a stainless steel pot, so, or a stainless steel bowl, so it helps me, the heat that it holds helps me to be able to work with my oils and butters. Alright, so I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to pause and get ready to do the flavors and the pour. Okay, so we're back, and now I'm ready to add my flavorings to my oils. And I'm using a glape. I'm a mess, I tell you. I'm using a grape flavor for this one. And that was 7 drops. Takes a while to get that incorporated in. So I'm going to pause and I'll bring you back. I'm back. So for some reason, excuse me, for some reason the colorant of this grape has made little specks in my lip balm. I'm not really sure why. So I'm just gonna go with it and we'll see what turns out. I may be boiling that out of my tubes later on. So I don't know if you've noticed, I had this inside of another cup. I got these cups and they crack on you very easily. So I'm going to go ahead and start the pour. I'm just filling these up. I like to do a couple of, whoa, spilt it. I like to do a couple of dribbles once it's in the top and kind of puddle it up so that way I know it's really full. I'm making a mess, but that's okay. I can clean it up later. And these don't take very long to harden up because there's not a lot in there. So I do have a little bit left. I'm going to grab one of my little molds here. Excuse the absence. I'm going to grab this little mold here and get it washed up and see if we might have to put it back in the microwave. I know you probably didn't see that. I'm grabbing one of these and I'm just washing it with alcohol, and my mixture has hardened up. So I'm going to pop it back in the microwave for a few more seconds. Now, I can already see that I'm probably not going to be filling this because I can see cavities on the top of these. So I will be using the remainder of the mixture to fill those cavities. To attempt to fill those cavities. They smell delicious. Sorry for all the sniffling and being away from the camera. Unfortunately, the way my room is set up, everything is not necessarily right next to each other. So you can see the colorant of this separated, which is not good in my opinion. But that's okay. We can deal with it. So I'm going to pop back down here and add a few more dribbles to the top. Whoa! That was too much. Whoa! And that coloring is really, I spilled that one, is really puddling up now. And this is food safe coloring, so it should be okay for lip balm from what I read. I am making a mess. Note to you those who do this, do not do what I just did, because it makes a mess. I'm just gonna dump the rest of in here, and whenever, oh look, can you see that? Whenever I'm done with the video, I'll melt down the rest and put the rest on top of that. So they don't take very long to harden up, but I don't know if you can see there. Let's see if I can bring the light and make sure you can actually see. I hope you can see. So they don't take very long to harden up, so well, that one is stuck to the paper because I made a mess. That's no good. Don't do what I did. Don't make a mess. And I'm just trying to clean it off, but it's not going to work until everything is hardened up. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to bring you back and let you see the final product once I have it cleaned up and in their cases. I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. I'm going to make this quick. If you could see this, if you remember when I was making my lip gloss that you see behind me, on there, my colorant was beating up in my oils and not mixing in. After I cleaned up my pot, I noticed that if you just let the oils get harder, stiffen up, and then you mix it and then you remelt it, you get the color. So that's just a little tip that I wanted to pass on to you. So you would need to let your oil, put your flavorant with your color in it, let your oils harden up a bit, stir it, remelt it, and keep doing that until the color is thoroughly mixed through. Thank you for watching. Happy soaping. Bye-bye.